So just as a revision, can somebody tell me what trees are?
Ma'am, tree is a non-linear or a hierarchical data structure which consists of nodes which are connected by the edges.
Yeah. So it is a non-linear hierarchical data structure that consists of nodes and connected by a edges. And yes, why do we need trees? Can somebody else answer? What is the importance or what is the benefit of using tree data structure? Can somebody answer?
It is non-sequential.
Yes, a louder please. Yes, I didn't hear you.
Non-sequential.
Yeah, but non-sequential here. But what is the benefit of being a non-sequential?
Ma'am, it allow quicker and
Not
easier access to data.
Yeah, it allows quicker and easier access. So that is what it said, that why tree data structure, because sequential data structure increases the time complexity with the increase in data size, sorry. So trees allow quicker and easier access to data. Yes. And we saw certain advantages like it can reflect structural relationship, represent hierarchies, efficient in insertion and searching, and it's flexible in moving data. So that was the advantages of trees. And there are few applications which you will come across in your daily life. So we saw some few applications and we saw what are the basic terminologies, like root is the topmost node of the tree. Yes, this is just a revision, huh? Just go through the slide. And a parent node is a node which have further sub branches or children, so they are called parent node. And we have siblings, which means that nodes with a common parent is called a sibling. So can you just somebody tell me what is the example of sibling in the given picture other than the thing shown? Give me examples
2
of
and 3.
siblings.
Four
Yeah,
and
2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 are all examples of siblings. Okay. Then the degree of the node, total number of subtrees attached to a node is called the degree of the node. Then you have degree of the tree, which gives you maximum degree in the tree, represents the degree of the tree. Then level of the tree, the root node. So you have different levels. So as you see, the first node is always level 0. Then as you come down, the level increases. Okay. Then you have the height of the tree represents the depth of the deepest node, or you can say it's the maximum level of the tree, height of the tree. Then you have the depth of the node, which represents number of edges from the root to the node. Okay, we discussed all this. Then we know what a node is. A node contains a key or a value along with pointers to other nodes. And yes, the last node or the nodes without sub branches are called leaf nodes, and they are also called external nodes. And the node which contains at least one child is called an internal node. Then you know what is a edge. Edge is a link connecting two nodes, and a predecessor is a node which occurs previous to some other node, and successor is a node which occurs next to some other node. So these are the terminologies we came across. Then we saw what a binary tree is. Yes, so a binary tree contains is at most two children. What does that mean? Can somebody tell me what is the meaning of at most two children?
Maximum of 2 children.
Yeah, you can have till two children, that is 0, 1, or 2. So you can have at most two children. That is called a binary tree. And you have, yes, it is represented as a left child and the right child when you consider a node. So that's what. Now these are some of the properties. Kindly go through the properties. You will have to memorize all these properties because it will be generally asked for the gate exam.
Ma'am, you're not audible.
Yes, sorry. Yes. So these are the properties of the tree. Can you all hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So these are the properties of the tree. That is a maximum number of nodes at level L of a binary tree is 2 raised to L. Then the maximum number of nodes of a binary tree of height h is 2 raised to h minus 1. And if you're considering it from 0, then it will be 2 raised to h plus 1 minus 1. Then suppose a binary tree is constructed with n nodes such that each node has exactly either 0 or 2 children, then the maximum height of the tree will be n minus 1 divided by 2. Then you have difference between the external path length and the internal path length of the binary tree with n internal nodes. So now you know the keywords when they say external, internal and all, it should come in your mind what they are specifying. So that is 2n, and the total number of external nodes in a binary tree are internal nodes plus 1. So you know what they can ask you in the exam is like they can give you a multiple choice, and you know they can say that a particular tree has so many nodes. So what is the height of the tree, or what is the number of what is height of the tree, or what is the number of nodes at a particular level, and so on. So you have to memorize all these statements. Is it clear to all? Yes, students, are you all there
Yes,
with me?
ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. So now there are types of binary tree. So first one is called the full binary tree. Okay. Now what do you mean by a full binary tree? A binary tree is a full binary tree if every node has 0 or 2 children. So please see the statement. It is 0 or 2 children. There is no one child. Okay, so if every node you see, you can see in the image given, like 18 has 2 children, 15 and 30, and 15 has 2 children, 40 and 50, and 30 has 140. Similarly, you have the second image 18, 15 and 20. 15 as 40 and 50, and 40 as 30 and 50. So it should have at most, every node should at most, should have, not at most, it should have either 0 or 2 children. Now you can see 20, 50 doesn't have children. So that is also permissible in a full binary tree. So is that clear to all?
Yes, ma'am.
What about others?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Now you see the next statement, what they say, that we can, okay, in a binary tree where every node has 0 or 2 children, the number of leaf node is always one more than the nodes with 2 children. So that is another property. Okay, so where every node has either 0 or 2, then the number of leaf nodes, so if they ask you to find the number of leaf nodes, how will you find it, is always one more than the nodes with 2 children. So that's the formula given, L is equal to T plus 1, where L is the number of leaf nodes and T is the number of internal nodes with 2 children. Okay, so let's see in the first example. In the first image, what is the value of L? Number of leaf nodes. Which are the leaf nodes?
40, 50, 100, 40.
Yeah, 40, 50, 140. So what is the value of L?
4.
4. Okay. Now, they are saying L is equal to T plus 1. So, number of internal nodes with 2 children. So, what is an internal node? A node which has at least one child. So, here they are saying internal nodes with 2 children. So, which are the internal nodes?
18, 15, and 30.
Yeah, 15, 18 and 30. That means 3 internal nodes with two children. So 3 plus 1 gives you 4. Have you all understood that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, everybody? Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes? Okay. Now going to the next part. Types or the next type of binary tree is called the perfect binary tree. A binary tree is a perfect binary tree in which all internal nodes have two children and all leaf nodes are at the same level. Okay, now just see, it should have only two children. There is no 0 and 1, and all leaf nodes should be at the same level. So you can see the example. Every Yes, students, can you all hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, yes, so if you can see the next example, 18, 15 and 30. Again, 15 and 30 are the two leaf nodes and at the same level. So, if you see such kind of trees, it is called a perfect binary tree. Now, second is a complete binary tree. A complete binary tree is a binary tree in which all levels are completely filled except possibly the lowest one, which is filled from the left. Okay, that means every level is filled, but the last level might be filled from the left. Matlab, it might be inclined towards the left. Sometimes the right node or the right child might not be there. So वैसे वाला tree is called complete binary tree. So you can see that is just like a full binary tree. What is a full binary tree? I just told you now. What is a full binary tree? People get confused with full and complete. Can somebody tell me what is a full binary tree?
Every
Each
node
node
should have
contains
0 or 2
two
children.
children.
Yeah, you will have 0 or yes, 0 or 2 children. Yes. Now, what makes a complete binary tree different from the full binary tree is the leaf nodes lean towards the left. As you can see, left child या subtree, left subtree में sub nodes available. It's completely full, whereas only in the right side it is empty. Okay, it has only one node. 3 is pointing to 6. So if you see such kind, you can say it is a complete binary tree. Yes, so that is the last leaf element might not have a right sibling. That is, a complete binary tree doesn't have to be a full binary tree. Now is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Why it's not a full binary tree? Because 3 को एक child है. फुल बाइनरी होने के लिए आइदर इट शुड बी 0 और 2. तो 3 को एक चाइल्ड है, बट यू कैन सी द लेफ्ट सब ट्री इज कंप्लीटली full. So that is why if it is inclined towards the left and you probably see only the right node, child node empty, in that case you can see it's a complete binary tree. So have you all understood the difference between a complete binary tree and a full binary tree?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone, is it clear? Clear to all?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So yes, now next is a balanced binary tree. A balanced binary tree is also called height balanced binary tree, and it is defined as a binary tree in which the height of the left and the right subtree of any node should not differ more than 1. Okay, so now I'll tell you the example. Now when you say, you take the first part of the image, Okay. What is the height of node 1? What is the height of node 1?
2.
2. Yes. And you see, you take it in this way. When you take the height, you have to take it from the left side and you take it from the right side. Okay. So from the left side, it is 2, and from the right side, it is
1.
1. So,
1.
so what they say is left minus right. So what happens? Left is 2 minus
1.
right 1. So what is the
1.
value over there? 1.
1.
Okay. So that is why it is called DF is equal to 1. So they say a balanced binary tree, the difference should not be more than 1. So it is 1 over there. Now take the second level. You take the node 2. Okay. Now tell me the values height from the left side and the right side. What is the height value from the left side of 2 and the right side of 2?
1 and 2.
Left side is 1 and from right it is 2.
For node 2, how can it be 2?
1 for
1,
both.
right? It is only linking to one node, 2 to 5. So the height of node 2 from left side is 1 and from right side also it is 1. So 1 minus 1 gives you 0. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
What about others?
Yes, ma'am.
Huh? The जिसने 2 बोला, see, you have to take the node and its children count. Okay. Now you tell me the value of 3. 3 node. Left side or right side है क्या उसको? Like, does the node 3 has a left child and a right child?
No.
No. So that is why
No, ma'am.
DF is equal to 0. Similarly, for the case of 4 and 5. So you see all the DF is below or equal to 1. So this tree is a balanced binary tree. Is that clear to all? Yes, students, are you all there with
Yes,
me?
ma'am.
Now go to the next example. Tell me what is the level of node 1. Okay. And in the second example, the second figure. Okay. Node 1 in the left side and the right side. Tell me the level, height of node 1.
3 and 1.
3 from left.
3
3.
from.
3 and 1.
Okay. So 3 minus 1 means
2.
2. Is it clear? Is it clear to everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now you take 2, node 2. What happens in node 2? 1 and node 2 from the left and the right. What is the value you get? You get
1
1
and
in
2.
the left and you get 2. Yeah. So DF is 1. Similarly, you get for 5. You get 5 in one side it is 1 and in one side it's 0. So DF is equal to 1. And for 3, 4 and 6, DF is 0. But is this a balanced binary tree? Is the second example a balanced binary tree?
No.
No.
Why do you claim it is not a balanced binary tree?
Because DF should be less than, it should not be more than 1.
Yeah, it should not be more than 1. It should be, it can be either 0 or 1. And now here DF is equal to 2. So is the concept clear to everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, everybody? Okay, fine. Now going to the something called skewed binary tree. Okay. Now what is a skewed binary tree? Is a special type of binary tree in which all nodes are either to the left side or to the right side. Okay, so you can see in the first image 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, it's coming to the left side. And whereas in the second part of the image, you can see all the nodes are going to the right side. So the top image is called the left skewed binary tree and the second image is called the right skewed binary tree. Okay, so what is they have asked many a times in the university exam, explain the concept of skewed binary tree. So you will have to say that it can either have one child or no child, but it will be at one side only. Okay, so you have two special types of skewed: left skewed binary tree or right skewed binary tree. So is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, are the types of the binary tree clear to everybody? So what are the different types of binary trees we learned today? Can somebody summarize and tell? Yes, different types of binary tree.
Full binary tree.
Yeah.
Tree.
So
For
what is the speciality of full binary tree?
every node has two or zero children.
Yeah. So every node should have at least zero or two. Then what is the next type of binary tree? Can somebody say?
Perfect.
Perfect binary tree. Yes. So what do you mean by a perfect binary tree?
It compulsorily has two children.
Yes, it compulsorily adds two children and all the children should be at the,
Same level.
yeah, it should be at the same level. And what is the next type of binary tree we learned today?
Complete.
Binary tree.
Yeah, complete binary tree. So what is a complete binary tree?
Every level is filled.
Yeah, every level is filled, and yes, what makes it
It is
different from,
linked towards it leans towards left and it can contain one element at the left.
Ma'am, you're not audible.
God. Now can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So what is the next type of binary tree? It is the balanced binary tree. Okay, so that was the last thing. And what was the speciality of the balanced binary tree?
Between the height of the left and right, it should not exceed more than one.
It should not exceed more than one. Then finally, we learn what is a skewed binary tree, in which it can either have it will be either having nodes to the left side or nodes to the right side, or it might not have a child. Yes, is it clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now going to the representation of binary tree. We can represent binary trees in two ways. So the first representation is called the array representation. So that means which is the data structure you're going to use to build a binary tree. So they say that we can build a binary tree using two data structures. One is using array and the other is using a linked list. So they have given an example of array. So for the case, if you're taking the index from 0, then it will go to n minus 1, where n is the Okay, sorry students, I had a call. So continuing, can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So if you take the representation from 0, it will go to n minus 1. So if the parent, now this is a formula how you are going to insert elements. Now as you know, the first node will always be inserted at index 0. So now which value to be inserted or which node to be inserted next? How do you get it? That is from this formula. That is, if the parent is taken as P, then the left child is calculated as 2 into P plus 1 and the right child is calculated as 2 into P plus 2. Okay, so you can see the example. A is put in index 0. Okay, then now we have nodes B and C. Now how to get that? You say P value is 0 because now the parent node is a root node. So the value of P is 0. So 2 into 0 plus 1 means what? 0 plus 1 means 1. So you will be inserting the left child of A in index 1. And similarly, if you write 2 into 0 plus 2, that means 2, you will be inserting the right child of the node A in 2. Is it clear? Have you understood
Yes,
that?
ma'am.
Yes. Now, if you are taking the index from 1 to n, then the formula should be slightly updated. That is 2 into p, and the right sign will be 2 into p plus 1. Okay. So you have to see that. Now, just tell me how the next value goes. Now, if you are taking the b as a parent node, the children are d and e. So how will you insert d and e? What is the value of d? Where will you insert D? In which index will you insert? Don't see the image and tell me. See, tell me how you calculated it. So the index of B is what? What is the index of B?
1.
1.
1. So the left child of B will be placed where? Can you tell me? 2 into 1 plus 1. So what does it give you?
3.
3.
3. So D will be placed in index 3. Similarly, where will you place E?
Index 4.
Index 4. How did you get that? 2 into 1 plus 2. समझ में आया क्या सबको? Is it clear to everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you
Yes.
explain again?
Okay. Now just take the example, say C. Okay? C. C का index 1 मुझे बताओ. Tell me the index of C.
2.
2, right? Okay. Now, based on that index, I have to place the children of F and G. How will I place it? What does it say? Left child is equal to 2 into P plus 1. So what is the value of P now?
2.
2.
So 2 into P plus 1 का value क्या है?
5.
5.
5. So where will you place F?
5.
5.
On the
And
5th location.
yeah, you will place F node in the 5th location. Similarly, tell me about G. Right son is equal to 2 into P plus 2. So what is P?
6.
2.
Sorry, 2.
2. So 2 into 2 plus 2 gives you what?
6.
6.
6. So G will be placed in which location?
6.
6.
6th location.
Yes, now is it clear
Yes, ma'am.
to everybody? Is it clear to everybody? Have
Yes,
you all
ma'am.
Yes,
understood
ma'am.
how you
Yes,
can,
ma'am.
place a binary tree into an array? Is it clear to all? Yes, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So can I go to the next part?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, if you want me to explain it again, please let me know. Huh? Okay. So yes. So what are the advantages and disadvantages of using this such a representation is? Advantages is direct access. You get direct access to any node. Can somebody tell me how you can get direct access to any node if you use an array representation?
You have the index number.
Yeah,
Index
you
number.
how you can say A of 5. So what happens when I say A of 5, which is the node that is going to be returned?
F.
F is going to be returned. So that is why they say direct access to any node is easier, and finding any particular node is fast. Of course, if it is direct access is also easier, and you can directly retrieve the element from there. What is the disadvantage is wastage of memory. Can somebody tell me why there is wastage of memory?
Ma'am, because some boxes in the array cannot be filled or they might be empty. So
Yeah, they can be empty. An array's problem, it's a static allocation. आपको पहले ही fixed size आपको allot करना पड़ता है. And for example, if you're using a skewed binary tree, only the left child will be filled or the right child will be filled. And as you said, they will be memory locations that are never used. Is it clear, everybody?
yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay, so and yes, since it is an array, the maximum depth of the tree has to be fixed and insertions and deletions will be costlier. Can you tell me how it will be costly or how it's going to become, complex insertions and deletions in an array? Okay, I'll tell you.
Because
If you want to insert an element into the array, you have to move the existing elements ahead, right? है ना?
Yes.
जो अभी
Yes.
existing nodes को थोड़ा move करना पड़ेगा अगर आपको नया insert करना है अगर if that slot is not empty. Similarly, deletion will be the same. If you want to delete a node, you have to move the other nodes in some particular way so that the node gets deleted. So insertions and deletions will become costlier because you will have to move the other nodes in order to insert and delete. So is it clear to all?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, fine. So next is the representation of a binary tree using a linked list. Okay, here we use a doubly linked list to represent a binary tree. Can somebody tell me what is, a difference between single linked list and a double linked list?
Ma'am, in a single linked list, it contains the address of only the next node, but while as in double, it consists the address of previous and the next node both.
Yes, very good. So I hope it is clear to all. So here, since we have to traverse, in both directions, we need a double linked list, and a double linked list, every node of the double linked list, every node will contain a left child, data, and a right child. Okay. So what is a left child and a right child? Left child is going to be a link to the left node, and right child is a link to the right node. Okay, so that's how it says that one node contains left child, data, and the right. So data stores the actual value, and left child and right child represent the link or the pointer to the left node and the right node. Okay, so you can see an example here: 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, where 10 is the root node. Then left child pointer is pointing to the node 20 and right child pointer is pointing to the node 30. Similarly, 20 is pointing to node 40 and 20's right child is pointing, link is pointing to 50. So this is how your linked list representation will be. Is it clear to everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Have you understood what, so where is the actual data? So where is the actual data part? It's placed in the data position, or the value is placed in the data part, and left child and the right child is just pointers to the next node. Okay, please remember that. You will not place 20 and 30 along with 10 in the same node. Okay, so the left and the right represent pointers to the left node and the right node. Is it clear to everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what are the advantages and disadvantages of using this kind of linked list? Advantages is no wastage of memory. Why? Can somebody tell me why there is no wastage of memory?
Because linked list, it is in dynamic allocation is there, right?
Yeah, in linked list you have dynamic allocation. Then no prior knowledge of depth. You need not always waste you need not know the fixed amount of memory, or you not allocate memory prior to building the tree. And insertions and deletions are done without moving other nodes. Of course, you don't move the nodes, instead you update the links. So insertions and deletions are done easily. Then disadvantages is do not provide direct access. Of course, linked list is sequentially accessed, so you cannot directly retrieve it as you can retrieve array or something like that. So direct access is not that efficient here, and need additional space for each node for storing the left and right subtrees, because one node contains the data as well as the pointer to the left node and the right node. तो वो additional space utilization हो सकते हैं for each node. So that is the disadvantages of using a linked list. So is it clear to everybody now? Have you
Yes,
all
ma'am.
understood the advantages and disadvantages? So what are the two representations, or how can you represent a binary tree?
Array representation and linked list.
Yeah, you have the array representation and the linked list. So yes.